Night was the WNBA draft. The young lady out of TCU has been reunited with Angel Reese.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer. This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played Caitlin Clark. I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark put 40 on her team's head.
Just when we thought the drama in the WNBA couldn't get any worse, Hailey Van Lith stepped up and chose violence.
Disaster. What an embarrassing disaster for both ESPN and the WNBA.
On the biggest night of her career, the WNBA draft with the world watching, she didn't just disrespect Caitlin Clark.
Give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
She assaulted her reputation.
While Caitlin is fantastic and I think she's going to have an incredible career in the WNBA, there are women that were worthy of coverage prior to her arriving, and I just will not be silenced when it comes to that.
No punches thrown, but the shot she took cut even deeper. And now, she's paying the price.
Who's going to be the next face of the NBA? We don't get to decide that. The marketplace decides that. The people have chosen Caitlin Clark.
She was remarkable on top of the fact that she had to deal with so much hate when she got to the WNBA.
Because the one person you never want to poke is the most dangerous weapon in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark. This isn't just about a petty game or a rookie trying to be bold. This is personal.
Like, Caitlin Clark doesn't happen entirely organically. There's a push. What Angel Reese did, she created what people truly need, which is a rivalry.
Angel Reese has done that and did that for Caitlin Clark.
The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her.
Why her?
Well, but she was a white girl from the middle of America.
This is war. And when Caitlin Clark gets disrespected, she doesn't respond with drama.
The WNBA is a pretend basketball league with one superstar and 143 other players who go unrecognized at family reunions.
She responds with domination. If you're with Caitlin, if you believe in her fight, her fire, and her rise to greatness, drop CC Unstoppable in the comments right now. Let the world know where you stand. Because what Hailey just started?
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her? She's focusing on the game. She lifted her team up, got them to the playoffs, won Rookie of the Year, and then also is denouncing racial tensions when she's asked about it. I'm sorry, I don't see anything more that Caitlin Clark should have done or could have done. Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem. I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
The 2025 WNBA draft was supposed to be a celebration, a night of dreams realized, legacies born, and fresh starts. But for Hailey Van Lith, it became a night where she reignited an old rivalry.
Hailey Van Lith smiling through the pain of returning to toxic hell. Oh, her face is like the F. Yeah, it's over. HVL is feeling sick. She cut the cancer out and it came right back. Gotta watch Hailey Van Lith stand at the three-point line wide open while that girl is chasing the new rebounds record.
And in the eyes of millions, made one of the biggest mistakes of her young career. During a lighthearted game often played at draft events, start, bench, cut, Hailey was asked to choose between 3 of the most iconic names in women's basketball: Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caitlin Clark.
I'm sorry. You've done something that'll piss off the damn psycho. The Caitlin Clark has made made more all WNBA first teams than Sabrina. There's no stratosphere where Sabrina Ionescu is better than Caitlin Clark.
Everyone expected a safe answer, or at least a diplomatic one, but instead, with cameras rolling and fans watching, Hailey made her choice loud and clear.
They enjoy watching her play, her style, her energy, her shot. Whether it's because her game mirrors one of the greatest players in the NBA in Steph Curry or not, I don't know what it is. It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing.
And for Caitlin Clark to have the awareness to drive the eyeballs there, you have to give her so much credit.
I'm cutting Caitlin. Let that sink in. A rookie, barely in the league, chose to disrespect the very player who has single-handedly redefined women's basketball. This wasn't just a harmless pick. It was a slap in the face. A move so calculated and personal, it felt more like a cheap shot than a game response. And the worst part? Hailey has history with Caitlin.
Right, and that's what a lot of these women are doing, is they feel like what we have done for this game, this young player has come into our game, and she's getting way more respect and all that stuff than we are. As she should. The young girl is a baller. The young girl has people watching because of the way she can shoot this basketball like Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't dunk. Steph Curry don't do none of that in the game. He can probably dunk by himself, but he don't really do none of that in the game. He is a shooter, and fans tune in to see Steph Curry. When I look at Caitlin Clark, fans are tuning in to watch her, and you know who that's helping? Everybody else. It's helping the Asia Wilsons. It's helping everybody else, the Plums, all that.
Real history. The kind that lives in box scores and highlight reels. Caitlin Clark didn't just beat Hailey in college, she embarrassed her. In their last two matchups, Clark torched Van Lith's teams, dropping over 40 points per game.
So Caitlin Clark is averaging against her over the since 2023, averaged 40 points per game.
40. Not once, but twice. She turned those games into personal highlight reels, and everyone remembers, especially Hailey. So for Hailey to sit on draft night while Clark was already dominating the WNBA and shattering rookie records and say she'd cut her, that wasn't confidence.
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game. She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost 18. The year before at Louisville, almost 20 a game. What does that tell you about her hell that she's got coming? She got away once. She can't escape.
That was resentment. That was a grudge. That was a rookie trying to get back at the woman who lit her up in college. And fans saw it for what it was. The internet exploded. YouTubers, analysts, and everyday basketball lovers ripped into Hailey for the blatant shade. One fan said, "You cut the girl who dropped 40 on you? You must be joking." Another called it bitter, petty, and ungrateful.
Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw in women's basketball, and without her, many fans just aren't going to tune in.
America sent them a clear reminder. We are not interested in watching pretend basketball.
Because let's be honest, if not for Caitlin Clark's rise, the WNBA draft probably wouldn't have been trending at all. While other rookies used their moment to show respect, to give flowers to the legends, Hailey Van Lith used hers to take a swing at the league's most valuable player. And for what? A viral moment? A statement? If that was her goal, she got it. But it backfired hard. Because now she's not just another rookie entering the league. She's the rookie who took aim at the most watched, most hyped, most game-changing player in WNBA history. And that move didn't just wake Caitlin Clark up, it fueled her. What Hailey forgot is simple. You don't cut greatness, you chase it. And when you come at the queen, you better not miss.
People thought there was great momentum. People thought Angel Reese could draw. No, nobody wants to watch Angel Reese. Come on.
We know that the WNBA numbers with her and versus the numbers in the WNBA without her also have a major gap. And this really makes us realize the power of Caitlin Clark, the appeal of Caitlin Clark.
While Hailey Van Lith was basking in her moment of petty fame, cutting Caitlin Clark in front of a national audience, Clark wasn't clapping back. She wasn't jumping on social media to fire off tweets, and she wasn't doing interviews to shade anyone. Number Caitlin Clark was in the gym, grinding. That's the difference. That's the mindset.
It's a good thing that maybe she's taking this all-star break off. She's not doing this profession for any of the glitz and glam, any of the extra things. She is here in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever to win championships, to improve her game. And the fact that she was able to decline this, it shows a lot about where her focus lies. Now, Caitlin Clark also just celebrated a birthday a couple days ago. And for her birthday, she was in the gym and she went 50 for 54 from 3 on her birthday.
On her birthday, while most people would be celebrating, Caitlin Clark laced up her sneakers and went 50 for 54 from three-point range in practice. Let that sink in. On the day the world would expect her to take a break, she was in the lab, crafting the exact shot that's made her the most dangerous shooter in women's basketball since Steph Curry. That's not just focus, that's a killer mentality. While others stir drama, Caitlin Clark stirs fear. Her stat lines do the talking, and oh boy are they loud. In just her rookie season, Caitlin has already broken nearly every major record in the book.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in WNBA history. Most 3-pointers by a rookie. First rookie ever to record a triple-double. First rookie ever to be named Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. Most fan votes in WNBA All-Star history, over 700,000. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers, just 34 games. Most assists in a single WNBA game, 19. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard. And all of this while facing the most physical, aggressive, and borderline dangerous defense in the league.
So mostly I'm just excited to get to be around her again. I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves and our mindset on, what's important to us. And, she's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
Let's talk about that for a second. Caitlin Clark has been fouled harder, more often, and more flagrantly than any other player in the WNBA. She's been elbowed in the face, shoved to the floor, and blindsided on fast breaks, and through it all, she never cried foul. She got up, she played, she dominated. Meanwhile, when asked about the so-called racial tensions she's accused of stirring just by existing, Caitlin answered with the calm of a true leader. She said, "I'm just here to play. I don't feed into the noise." And that's exactly what she's done. She's elevated her team, the Indiana Fever, from irrelevance to primetime must-watch TV. She's drawn in millions of fans who had never watched a WNBA game before. Sponsors are flooding in, merch is flying off shelves, ratings are through the roof. Let's be real, without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA doesn't get this kind of spotlight. Even her critics can't deny it. Former legends, current vets, and analysts have said it themselves. Clark has something you can't teach. It's not just the shooting, it's not just the passing, it's the it factor, the presence, the aura. She plays like she was built for pressure, like she welcomes the hate, like she feeds on being doubted.
Okay, good energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right? Oh, I love that energy. We're ready. Thank you so much.
So while Hailey Van Lith was smiling through an obviously forced draft night reunion with Angel Reese, trying to reclaim some narrative she lost back in college, Caitlin was preparing, quietly, steadily, for the next chapter. Because here's what Hailey, and maybe the rest of the league, doesn't realize. Caitlin Clark doesn't need bulletin board material. But now, she's got it. And the next time she steps on the court against Chicago, against Hailey, she's not just playing to win, she's playing with a purpose, with receipts, with revenge.
So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I remember when the WNBA started. I was thrilled. I was a fan. I couldn't believe it was an opportunity for me, a 5'2", 97-pound girl, to go play professional basketball. That wasn't going to happen for me. But the idea that it existed was special to me. And now she's offering that to not just little girls, but little boys as well. She's spread the fan base. So
Clark has already faced worse than Hailey. She's been targeted all season long, called out unfairly, elbowed, dragged into racial debates, and blamed for everything from fouls to fandom. And what did she do? She turned that pressure into points, into wins, into history. And maybe that's why Hailey's cut comment hit differently. Because she wasn't just taking a jab, she was trying to invalidate everything Caitlin has earned. She was trying to erase her from a conversation that Caitlin Clark built. But the thing about greatness? You can't just cut it out. It finds a way to rise, even louder, even stronger. Hailey thought she was making a bold statement, but what she actually did was light a fire under the most dangerous player in the league. And Caitlin Clark, unlike most, never forgets. So when May 16th rolls around, that's not just a game on the calendar, that's personal. And Hailey Van Lith better hope she's ready, because Clark doesn't just respond, she destroys.
Angel Reese is never going to improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. You know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the fuck do you mean forget them? This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes. A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made the shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it is not even improved at all, man. And then the whole, you gotta box me out to get the, bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, oh, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these whole rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today, and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
The WNBA calendar might list May 16th as just another game day, but anyone paying attention knows better. That night marks the beginning of something much bigger. It's the opening act of a rivalry that's been simmering since college, and the fuse was finally lit on draft night. For Hailey Van Lith, it's the moment she steps into the professional spotlight, but for Caitlin Clark, it's personal business. Let's rewind. Hailey left LSU after a disappointing season alongside Angel Reese, a season that saw her scoring numbers plummet, her confidence evaporate, and the chemistry between her and Angel questioned by nearly everyone watching. When the lights were brightest, Hailey's game shrank, and instead of leveling up, she transferred out, desperate for a fresh start at TCU. But fate had other plans. Just 1 year later, she's right back where she ran from. Drafted to the Chicago Sky, reuniting with the very teammate she tried to leave behind, and now expected to coexist in a system built around front court dominance. Angel Reese.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Camila Cardoso. Two paint-dwelling, ball-demanding stars. So where does Hailey fit? That question alone would be pressure enough for any rookie. But Hailey didn't stop there. She invited the storm by targeting the league's most lethal scorer before playing a single professional minute. She didn't just step into the WNBA.
So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I remember when the WNBA started. I was thrilled. I was a fan. I couldn't believe it was an opportunity for me, a 5'2", 97-pound girl, to go play professional basketball. That wasn't going to happen for me, but the idea that it existed was special to me. And now she's offering that to not just little girls, but little boys as well. She's spread the fan base. So
she walked straight into the eye of a hurricane named Caitlin Clark. And let's be clear, Caitlin isn't just coming to play. She's coming to send a message. Hailey might have forgotten what it felt like to face Clark at full speed, but Caitlin hasn't. Those college matchups? They weren't just wins, they were humiliations. Clark dropped over 40 points both times, turning the court into her own personal stage while Hailey was left watching from the wings. Now they meet again. Only this time, the stakes are even higher, and Caitlin has every reason to raise the temperature. This isn't just a game to Clark. It's a moment to reclaim the narrative, to erase the pettiness, to prove, once and for all, that respect isn't given, it's earned. And if Hailey thought those college blowouts were bad, she hasn't seen anything yet.
It almost felt like marketers were trying to figure out, like, yeah, we have all of these amazing players and these amazing personalities, but can we push the demographic? And then when Caitlin Clark got to the league, the Angel Reeses got to the league, and they might have been fouled hard. The same thing I saw happen with Shamika Holsclaw, though.
You see my tooth knocked out?
Yeah,
Rookie season, Jewel Lloyd. My tooth knocked out. I still didn't get it.
So how do you?
It's cool.
T-Clark, how do you feel about the fact that all of a sudden it was, oh, it's too physical. Oh, they're going at him because they're stars. What was your reaction to some of the new viewers and fans to the game thinking that the WNBA was too rough?
It was a crazy season because we have never had so much momentum behind our league, so much support, demand, viewership, all that, accessibility. But the craziness that came with the new fandom was rooted in something other than fandom, right? And I think that's very evident to see across the board. In a lot of ways, it has not been about basketball. Like, we can talk about, you know, people getting fouled. I just showed you my tooth getting knocked out. Like, that's been a part of the game. The game has always been physical. I can tell you the amount of times I've left with bloody lips and eyes. I've bruises all over my body, even from the game last night. You can see bruises on my elbow from last night. Like, it's just a part of the game. So there was no targeting. There was no nothing. Right. That narrative that got spun into, oh, the vets hate the rookies hate the vets are going after certain players. It's all bullshit. Like, if I'm just gonna be frank, it's all bullshit. What it is racism, right? It gets blown up into, oh, they're going after Caitlin Clark, but no, we're just playing one of the best players that's in this league the way that any other best player, franchise player is gonna get played. Watch how Stewie gets played. Watch how Asia gets played. Watch how Enrique gets played. Watch how Khalid gets played. Go down the list of franchise players for every team. They be getting fucked up every game. It don't matter what position you are, what color you are, what school you came out of. This is how we feed our families. Our job is to go and win, and if we don't win, what happens? We get fired. We lose our jobs. So
Behind the curtain, the Chicago sky already looks fragile. Tension looms. Angel Reese wasted no time tweeting, "Let's run it back after Hailey's draft."
Angel has maintained contact with me. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship.
And fans immediately picked up on the tone. That wasn't celebration. It was ownership. It was a power move. A public reminder that Hailey's return to the fold comes with baggage, and the body language didn't lie either. During interviews, Hailey's smiles were stiff, her words sounded rehearsed, and social media lit up with jokes about whether she was already regretting her fate. "Can you request a trade before the season starts?" one post read. "She escaped once," said another. "Now she's right back in the fire." But here's the twist. This isn't just about unresolved history between Angel and Hailey. It's about how their unstable alliance stands no chance against a fully focused Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Because while the Sky wrestle with chemistry issues and ego clashes, Caitlin has been locked in. Every second of drama unfolding in Chicago is just more fuel, more motivation, more reasons for her to walk into that season opener not just to win, but to dominate, to humiliate, to make a statement so loud no soundbite from Hailey will ever drown it out. And here's where things get chilling. Caitlin Clark doesn't just compete, she calculates. She studies opponents. She stores slights like fuel in a pressure chamber. When you try to play her, you don't just lose, you get exposed. Hailey's now positioned herself as the first in line for that treatment. A rookie guarding the gate while Caitlin barrels toward superstardom with nothing to lose and everything to prove. One analyst said, Caitlin might do something that violates the Geneva Convention on May 16th. Another predicted a career-high triple-double with Van Lith on the receiving end of a viral highlight that ends in a step-back three at the buzzer. The basketball world isn't just anticipating the matchup, they're counting down to it. Because this isn't just about basketball anymore. This is about pride, about power, about a rookie who let her emotions get the best of her, and a phenom who thrives when someone makes it personal. And make no mistake, this is personal now. May 16th isn't just a date, it's a deadline. And when that ball tips off, Hailey Van Lith will finally learn what it means to challenge a storm with a spark. She called out Caitlin Clark. Now she's got to face her. And the scariest part? Caitlin's been waiting for this.
There's so many players who cite you as an inspiration for their games, including Caitlin Clark, who's just absolutely a phenomenon in college. What's that next step like for her?
You know, next steps, gosh, in this generation, right? You have, I think, just so many more challenges of how to handle yourself as an adult, right? You go through that whirlwind of being a senior in college, transitioning into the W. And then the next step is how to become just an even better leader. And so much of leadership, I think, is listening and learning. And hopefully the more she can get connected to vets in the league and just different people and coaches and anyone that she can glean wisdom from of how to just continue to learn how to be as a connected and inspiring leader as she can be. And a lot of that is walking the walk and not just talking the talk. So she's already on her way, but, continuing to have fun, continuing to anticipate how people are going to try to stop her and being prepared as she can be for next season.
So now the stage is set. The cameras are ready. The world is watching. Hailey Van Lith thought she was making a bold move when she cut Caitlin Clark on draft night. She thought it was just a game, just a moment. But what she really did was wake up the one player in the WNBA who doesn't need drama to dominate. Just a reason. And now she has one. Caitlin Clark has been elbowed, fouled, shoved, mocked, and now publicly disrespected by a fellow rookie who's never even stepped on a professional court. But Clark doesn't retaliate with gossip. She doesn't waste time on clapbacks. She lets her game do the talking. And when she talks, the world listens. This is bigger than a beef, bigger than college rivalries or awkward locker room reunions. This is the beginning of something the WNBA hasn't seen in years, a real rivalry with real consequences. And Caitlin Clark? She's not just ready, she's locked in. So to Hailey, to Angel, to anyone doubting Caitlin's greatness, brace yourselves. Because May 16th isn't just a game, it's Judgment Day. And the Queen is coming for what's hers. And to everyone riding with her, everyone who stood by Caitlin through the hate, the hard hits, and the headlines, we want to hear you loud and clear. Drop CC Unstoppable in the comments right now. Let the world know which side you're on, because this isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning.